I apologize for the audio. I'm 3D printing a clock right now, and I just wanted to say really quick because I just found out about this Stop Killing Games initiative in the EU. And it piqued my interest because lately I've been getting into old Macs and the games that I played as a kid, and some games I didn't get to play, like both of these games, Star Wars Battlefront and Lord of the Rings Return of the King on the computer. I never got to play them, but as time goes on, I'm like, oh, I can find an old copy of it, I can buy it, put it on this old Mac that I got restored and running, and I have Macs of other generations. These are the computers, or some of the nicer versions of the computers that I grew up playing shareware games and things like that. In my childhood, you'd buy a game and you'd put it on your computer, you'd play it. Maybe it had a thing where you had to open up to page 47 in the manual and find the fifth word or something as a DRM or whatever. Or some of them required you to put in the CD of the game and had, silly copy systems like that. For me, I didn't care. I liked buying games because it's good to support people who make these things. I liked paying for updates to games or revisions or remasters or whatever. That's great, but when I do that, I want the game. I want to be able to play it. I want to be able to play it with my kids someday. I want to have my kids be able to play it if they want to with their kids. My dad and I are restoring an Apple II. This is from 1979. This computer has a bunch of games on cassette tapes that he learned computing with, that he and his brother put into the computer and played them, and I can just take those things and play them today. There's no problem with that. I think, live service and these games that are online only, that's a different thing altogether, but a lot of games can play that way, but you could have a server that you run, and a lot of people actually reverse engineer these things so that they can run these things after the company goes under or they sunset the game. There's examples of that out there. You can put some in the comments. But basically, any initiative that says when a game is over, you can't just too bad, the game's done forever. Instead of that, release the source code. Release the licenses so that you don't get the IP rights. You can't use the cover art and the name and all that stuff because the game company might want to reserve that for a future version of the game. But the game itself, anybody who paid money for it, if you pay $60, $80, $40, whatever it is for a game, you should be able to play that game. That just makes sense to me. And it doesn't mean that you have to support everything in that game forever, and you don't have to run the servers online forever. Just let the community do it. Because, for me, I would spend time building something for this if I had to. And people out there already do that to crack the code to get into the thing if you don't have the manual or whatever. I don't see anything wrong with that. In 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 years, these companies aren't going to be making tons of money off of Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King from 2000 or whenever this was. So anyway, I'll put a link to it down below. Unfortunately, I can't help you in the US because I'm a US citizen. I'm not in the EU. But if you are in the EU, consider signing that thing so that people in future generations can do what I'm doing here. Restoring old computers, preserving old games, preserving some of the memories and the culture that went around it. Because in 50 to 100 years, is anybody going to know what Roblox was? There will be videos of it, but you can't play it yourself. Is anybody going to know Minecraft? Yes, because Minecraft can be run on a Raspberry Pi or whatever computer or your phone or something. And, even if it's an online-only game, it's in a company's best interest. If you want to make any cultural impact, why would you make it so that after your company goes away, your product is gone? I don't know. Maybe if you're just in it for short-term profits, that's great. But a lot of the people who made the games that I grew up playing wanted to change the world, do fun things, do better things. I say, let's support the companies that do that kind of thing. Support that, support people preserving old stuff, the Internet Archive initiatives to archive old software. My arm is getting really tired, but anyway, go check out that link if you're in the EU and sign the petition. I don't think it's going to happen necessarily, but, might as well try.